Good morning, class 3. So, welcome to your literacy lesson for this week. And as we all are aware, in literacy, we are talking about non-fiction. Non-fiction means real. Any information which is real about people, places, and events comes under non-fiction. All right. So, we have been talking about explanation text. So what's an explanation text? As the name suggests, explanation text means the text which explains us as how and why things happen. Alright? So we get the answer to the question like how, why. Alright? So those are explanation texts like this one. Okay? So last week I had given you an assignment to rewrite this paragraph or this information. This is an explanation text on how do bees make honey. Okay? So I had given you an assignment to rewrite this explanation text using different color pencils. Okay? And you were also supposed to write this text into 3 different paragraphs. Like you were supposed to separate the introduction paragraph, then you were supposed to write a different paragraph for explanation, and the last one is the conclusion. So you were supposed to write the 3rd paragraph which had the conclusion in it. Apart from that, you were supposed to underline and circle conjunctions and verbs in present tense. Alright? So now let's quickly see how we were supposed to do our assignment. So as instructed, you were supposed to write the title with a blue pencil. Okay? The introduction part, the introduction where you were telling about honey and whether it could be used as a sweet instead of sugar or not, all the information about honey is the introduction. So it was supposed to be written with the orange color. Then the process, as in how do bees make honey. So bees make honey from nectar as they suck it from flowers and take it to the beehive. At the beehive, the bees transform the nectar so that it can become honey. This is the explanation. Alright, so this paragraph was supposed to be written in green. Okay. Then I had asked you to write the conclusion with yellow. So conclusion is what? Just an ending statement. Okay. Statement or statements. So what happens? The beekeeper collects the honey from the beehives and honey is used in different recipes. So that's just concluding. Okay, we are ending whatever we are writing about. This is an end to it. What happens to the honey then? The beekeeper collects the honey and we use honey in different recipes. Okay, so this was how you were supposed to write the paragraphs using different color pencils. Okay, let's continue with the assignment first. Then I had also asked you to circle the verbs in present tense and underline the cause and effect conjunctions with pink color pencil. So I have a pink color pencil here, and let's start reading the verbs in present tense first. So honey is food made by honeybees. It is sweet and can be used instead of sugar. We are just looking for action words right now. Okay. Bees make honey. So you were supposed to circle the verbs. Bees make. Make is present tense. Okay, the past tense is made. Bees make honey from nectar as they suck. Again, an action which is in present tense. Okay, it from flowers and take it to their beehives. At the beehives, the bees transform, another verb in present tense. Okay, the nectar so that it can become honey. Again, one more is become. So these were the verbs which are in present tense here in the second paragraph, which is the explanation. Let's read further. The beekeeper collects, okay, that's again present tense, okay, the honey from the beehive. Honey is used in different recipes. So these are few of the words which are these are few of the action words or verbs which are in present tense. Alright, and then we had to underline cause and effect conjunctions. So let's read. Honey is a food made by honey. It is sweet and can be used instead of sugar. Do we see any cause and effect here? Not really. Okay. Bees make honey from nectar as they suck it from the flowers. Okay. Bees make honey from the nectar as. So there is one to be underlined here. Bees make honey from the nectar, and how do they do this? They suck it from the flowers and take it to their beehive. At the beehive, the bees transform the nectar so that it can become honey. Why do they transform the nectar? So that. This is a cause and effect conjunction. Okay. The beekeeper collects the honey from the beehive. Honey is used in different recipes. So there is no cause and effect conjunction here. Alright. So we have two cause and effect conjunctions and we have few verbs in present tense. This was how you were supposed to do your assignment, children. Now, though I had corrected your work which you had sent, but what I feel and what I have observed is that you're not listening to the instructions properly. The reason I'm saying this is that most of you have written everything with a pencil and then shaded it with different colors. But the instructions didn't say that. Instructions said rewrite the explanation text using different color pencils. Did it anyway mention to shade it? No. So that means you're not listening to the instructions properly. And if we do not follow instructions properly, or in ICT's language, if we do not follow or the computer doesn't follow instructions properly, then the task is not completely done. The desired task. Alright? So please take care of the instructions which are given to you. Alright? And try to follow them. And in case if you have any confusion, you can always reach me. You can always contact me. You can send me a text message or you can call me. Alright, children? So this was all about the assignment which was given last week. So now, children, we have understood that an explanation text is written in paragraphs. The first paragraph is the introduction, then is the explanation, and the last paragraph is the conclusion. Apart from that, we also know that an explanation text the title of an explanation text often starts with a question, how and why. The first paragraph is an introduction. We make use of verbs in present tense while writing the explanation. We also use cause and effect conjunctions while writing an explanation text. The last paragraph is a conclusion. Okay, and we support our text with a diagram. Alright, wonderful. Now I have a question for you. Is there any other way of explaining how do bees make honey? So you know how to write paragraphs now, okay? You'll write a text and explain. But then is there any other way of telling how do bees make honey? Yes, there is. So an explanation text can also be written in a form of a flow chart. Have you heard this term earlier? Absolutely correct. Yes, we have discussed this in our ICT lesson last week. And what is a flow chart? A flow chart is a step-by-step representation of explanation. So it's made up of boxes and arrows. Now let's see. So this is an explanation text here. Alright, The title is How Does a Battery Make a Bulb Light Up? Okay, and the first one is an introduction paragraph. I'll read it for you. Electricity flows along a path. That path is called a circuit. There has to be a complete circuit for an electrical device to work. So this is an introduction. A battery is a source of stored electricity. Two metal wires are needed with a battery. One wire is connected to the positive metal of the battery. The other wire is connected to the negative metal of the battery. So that is again an explanation. So explanation has started. Then what happens? The other two metal ends of the wire are connected to the two metal screws on the bulb holder. The bulb lights up because electricity from the battery flows in a circuit along the wires. So these two paragraphs are explanation paragraphs. Okay, they are explaining how does a battery make a bulb light up. Okay, now let's look at the third paragraph, this one. The circuit is complete while the connections between the metal materials are made. But if a connection is broken, so the circuit is broken and the bulb is turned off. Right? So here it's concluding that circuit, in order for the electricity to flow, a complete circuit is important. So in case if the circuit is broken, the bulb is turned off. Alright. So this is an explanation text explaining us how does a battery make a bulb light up. Alright. Now how to write this, or the same explanation text could also be written in a form of a flow chart. Alright. However, while writing a flow chart, we just have to write important points, only important points as per the title. So if it says how does a battery make a bulb light, so we'll write the first one. What makes a bulb light up? Electricity is the energy, right? So electricity is stored in a battery. What happens next? How does it work? Two wires are connected to the ends of the battery. Electricity flows through the wires. The other end of the wires are connected to a metal bulb holder and the bulbs light up. So flow chart gives you the points, the important points. Okay, it tells you the process, nothing else. Okay, it's not explaining anything else, it's just explaining you the process. And of course there's a conclusion. So if we are doing this, what happens at the last? Yes, the bulb lights up. All right, so it's telling you the process. Hence, whenever we write a flow chart, we just write the important information there. Alright, just the important information. Unlike the explanation text. So in explanation text, we have explained what electricity is and what circuit is, not required. Okay. Then in explanation text, we have written two metal wires are needed with the battery. One wire is connected to the positive metal of the battery. The other wire is connected to the... Rather than writing this, what would we write? Two wires are connected to the two ends of the battery. That's it. And then we have explained the other two metals of the wires are connected to the two metal screws of the bulb holder. Okay. The bulb lights up because electricity from the battery flows in a circuit along the wires. Instead of writing such big paragraph, we'll write electricity flows through the wires. The other ends of the wires are connected to a metal bulb holder and the bulb lights up. Now do you understand? So whenever we make a flow chart or whenever we write an explanation text in the form of a flow chart, we write only the important and to the point information. Okay, this is all to the point of information. We are not writing conclusion here. See, we don't write conclusion. Are we writing conclusion in a flow chart? No, there's no conclusion. Does it say the circuit should not be broken, else the electricity will not flow and the bulb will not light? Does it say so? No. Are we writing something about electricity, like it's a flow along the path is called circuit? No, we're just writing the process, and that also the most important piece of information there. Alright, so this is how a flow chart is prepared. Now let's talk about our assignment. see, we already have done this, right? I'm sure everybody understands this now. So all I want you people to do is to write or to make a flow chart on how do bees make honey. All right, so just make a flow chart on how do bees make honey. Is that okay, children? So this is your task for today, and tomorrow morning we'll discuss the same. Thank you so much then. Bye.